Welcome to the 20 TV News. We have a very special guest today. He once worked for an organization called Terabytes. Terabytes is an organization that actually teaches people how to employ child labor. So what exactly did you experience while you were working with Terabytes?
Let me tell you, it was the most traumatic part of my life.
You know, I think it's funny. I really didn't know that much about child labor before we started this interview.
Funny? What do you think that's funny?
Calm down, calm down. It was a bad. Child labor is bad. I understand that.
You just...
Wait. Don't leave. You can come. Come on. Teach us about child labor. Teach us about what's going on.
Okay. I honestly think child labor is horrible. Even the definition sounds horrible. The definition is work that deprives of one's childhood that is usually mentally or physically harmful. Just in the country of India alone, there are 12.6 million child laborers laboring right now to make the carpet we stand on, the food we eat, or even the clothes we wear. 120,000 of those children are doing a harmful job such as mining, which implies toxic gases, cuts from sharp rocks or sharp equipment that can get infected, mine collapses, and major physical fatigue.
Wow, that is horrible.
It is. And it only gets worse. The reason child labor is so bad is because child labor has become part of the society. Agricultural labor makes up 70% of India's child labor. Over time, a thought has been planted in the mind of the people. Their children have a loving home, they are fed and sanitized, they have clean water, plus there's one with less mouth to feed. But that is basically the opposite of reality. They are starved, they're filthy, they get waterborne illnesses, they meet environmental extremes, they can be cut and infected by sharp equipment, and they can get deadly snake bites, and they are never loved.
That's going to leave a terrible picture in my mind.
Remember that I had to enslave and torture these poor children.
Oh God, I think I'm going to be sick.
Well, in the meantime, let's put up a slideshow that I have made just for this occasion. Ooh, a diamond! Start your daily routines!
There's no kind of waste inside the well.
I think it'll make you... Time for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner! Shh, they're sleeping. Child labor is such a part of India's society is the money. The parents get 10 to 20,000 rupees and 1 to 3 rupees per day of work, but the employers still make more money. There are 10,000 children working in India's 1,000 silk factories, and some of the silk sells for 20,000 rupees. So, in a year, they could make 730 million rupees. And if you subtract the child labor costs, they still make a lot of money. The other reason that the government turns their backs is the money that they can make. If they charge 0.2% in tax on each of the year's revenue, they could make $1,460,000 off each factory.
Wow, that is a heck of a lot of money.
It really is, even with the conversion rate. Now, I have a question for you. Do you know organizations that are helping child laborers and how people can help child laborers in their daily lives?
Actually, Now that I think about it, I did do a story a while ago about a couple of organizations that do help people out of poverty. So, in this story, I focused on two humanitarian organizations. The first humanitarian group was CARE. CARE does two things to help reduce child labor. CARE is involved in improving food security. Food security helps families feel like they actually have enough food to feed their entire family, which reduces their need to actually have their children employed in child labor. In addition, it also supports a sufficient economy and education. Sufficient economies and education allows children to actually be able to earn money for the family in a reasonable labor environment instead of having to be sold into child labor. In addition, it helps set up entrepreneurs, which helps the entire economies raise. CARE's a wonderful organization. The second humanitarian group that I focused on in that was Global March on Child Labor, or GMCL. GMCL is involved in reducing the exploitation of children directly. Protecting and promoting children's rights helps child labor because it doesn't allow the existence of it at all. It overall reduces anybody being sold into child labor. Child labor breaks all the rights of children. It doesn't allow them to have sufficient food, water, shelter, or parental love. It's incredibly detrimental to these people, and they are never well after it. GMCL basically stops these evil people from exploiting these children.
Oh wow, I didn't know people were actually helping. Terabytes is all I've ever actually known.
Wait, you said that you exploited these children, is that right?
I didn't really tell you the whole story because I was pretty sure you didn't know the full parameters of what the lengths of people will go to help have children in their grasps.
Huh.
Money turns the best men into the worst men. They will lie, cheat, kill to get what they want. Terabytes was the lowest of the low. My dad was the president. He taught me that if you put morals over money, money always won. Deep down, I knew it wasn't true. I just went along with it because he was my father. I ended up trying to save the children, but I was caught by my father. He sent me back to America to be with my mom, but she said I did the right thing. So we started to speak out about child labor, and here I am.
Wow, I had no idea such organizations existed.
Yeah. Do you want to tell people about how they can help child laborers in their daily lives?
I'd love to. In the story that I had done on these humanitarian organizations, I learned that it was actually incredibly easy to help prevent child labor in our daily lives. The first thing that we can do is on products such as carpets. When they're made with child labor, it's actually often on the label. So simply reading the label on some of these products and textiles actually would help prevent the use of child labor, especially if we just didn't buy them. In addition, looking for the Fair Trade stamp. Fair Trade is an organization, it's a certification that actually certifies that products were made with fair wages and no one was exploited in their creation. So if you look for fair trade certification on all of the products that you buy, this would go a long way to reducing the drive for child labor in India and other countries.
That really is easy. Wow.
Yeah, it's actually the one thing that I took away in the whole story.
Seriously?
Yeah.